Witam w 14 odcinku. Lecimy dalej z grą. Nie jest wschód. O, koło autka mogę sobie coś ten.
Snow covers the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage. The white colors nearly meld together.
Czemu ja o tym
Do something
myślę?
important? Something murder related? This is a Caprice Canadian
Dobrze,
with
wiem
its
jakie to auto.
air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox. The high center of balance is offset by a large
Akumulator
battery
z dolnej
bank
części
mounted at the
kabiny.
bottom of the cabin, feeding all the auxiliary systems due to a quite steep price tag, it is very unusual to see one in police livery.
Lokomocja. Bardzo niepraktyczne. Oto maszyna woza. Powiedzmy tak.
You want to take a closer look?
O, mogę sobie przejrzeć. O, ile ma mocy?
I reckon that's a
130.
7-liter V12. Man, that's got to be a major advancement over the KR18GU engine on the old Caprice 40.
7.2. Supercharged.
Z dowodowaniem. Jaki zadowolony.
Yes.
It's nice and all, but why so modest?
Mogłem
Elysium
czadować.
headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first. Maybe. Yes, definitely maybe.
Zdecydowanie.
No.
O, sadgę. Dobra. No cóż. W takim razie, jeżeli nie tu, to znaczy, że tu. O, jakiś ulaniec. Porozmawiajmy z ulańcem. Stowski kierowca ciężarówki. Witam reżyserze. Ej, wiem co to właściwie jesteśmy.
Don't you welcome to Revachol-me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000 year. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to it's men like you who keep.
What he means is fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it hard for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
Bo co tutaj się dzieje?
Oh, come on, man. I just said.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCA.
Cholera.
Silence. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Jasny chuj, kim masz na mnie liczyć?
Whatever you say, officer.
He smells of heavy motor oils
Dobra, skoro
and his
już to
breath
mamy.
of high tar content cigarettes.
Znalazłem świetnik
Ashtray
rynkowy.
whites.
To twój? Dlaczego mam pytać o ten kubek? What the fuck?
Oh, man. Oh, God, man.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
Okej, nie mieszka w Martinez. Co
Oh, not
przywozisz?
much anymore.
Ostatnio
I'm
niewiele.
here to pick up some cargo, but the dock what? Apples.
Jabłka.
It's exactly the kind of thing
Wow.
you'd say if you had something to hide.
No tak, w sumie tak.
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions? It's about biological. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep. I'm not just racist. Look,
Czytałem książki, tak.
Race is a simplistic means of social classification based on easily observed attributes, hunches, and pseudoscience. The lieutenant tries to remain impassive, but
as arbitrary as any judgment, that doesn't make it less of a fact. We all have to use facts. Huh?
He is comfortable reciting these thoughts. He's spent quite a lot of time meditating on the subject.
Pomilczenie rozmowy.
So,
Co jeszcze?
lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn when members of the super... problem?
Cultural victory? What is
Czym ona
this?
jest? Aha. Czym
It's
jest
what
taki?
the kips of Boogie Street are going for,
Cześć.
right under our noses. It's
Aha.
true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace?
Nie
You might
podoba
end
mi
up
się
with
to,
a new
że
subrace.
się tak pierdoląc.
Push your luck, runt.
Automatyczny zapis. Wow, dobra, to jest chyba ten sklep. Przynajmniej to wygląda jak sklep. Więc załóżmy, że to jest ten sklep. Proszę, żeby to był ten sklep. Nie chce mi się łazić. O, wygląda jak sklep. Popatrzmy sobie, co tu mamy. Teraz wyleci melancholijna piosenka popowa. I mamy jakieś kwiatki.
Welcome to Frit. Feel
Tak,
free
to jest ten
What's that
sklep.
magazine she's reading?
To jest to całe Fred.
to... I don't know. Frit?
Czemu nazwy są
I
3T?
think they think that the extra T makes...
The story goes that normal fritta with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop
Okej, czyli
in
było
Frederick,
zajęte.
was already
You
Okay.
mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got
Gwiazdy
like
pop.
famous people in it.
looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34.
Kupić i
This
sprawnie ludzie.
speaks to you.
Artykuł o policji modowej. Cholera. Aż muszę
It's
zobaczyć.
where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Wskaż na
Um,
żabkę.
No.
We are not the fashion police.
Modową
We're the
policję.
real police.
Jesteśmy prawdziwą policją.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but
Macie tu lodówkę?
right behind you.
O, masz rację, faktycznie lodówka. Ekstra, nie? Muszę przełamać
Um,
ciała.
You're joking, right? Yeah, super funny. I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so
A,
not
znałaś?
really. No, I didn't know him at all.
Od jak dawno
I
tam
don't
jest?
know, really.
Jakoś co się stało,
no
nie
nic.
wiem.
Okay.
Dzięki za pomoc. Okej. A tutaj coś
You
piękne.
see several packages. The packages are small, discreet,
To
sloppily
drobiazgi.
stacked, making them easy to
Kradnij
take.
płaszcz
No need to worry
przeciwdeszczowy.
about knocking over a display.
Co to jest?
What is what? If you want to buy one,
Her attention is drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one undetected.
Dreszcze plus 1. Spytaj co to jest minus 1. A, nie warto, nie ma szans. Dobra.
here you go.
Ubierzmy sobie. Disco marynarka. Wolę kurtkę, daję wytrzymałość. Co tutaj mamy?
The tear machine stands in the corner.
O, wrzuć
Your
butelki.
bottles clunk into the
Wow,
machine.
ale żebym kurwa zarobił pieniądz.
A
Bogactwo,
small
część
cabinet.
główna.
Their logo is the bloodless.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste.
O,
We
mogę
don't
se tu...
stock prescription meds, but we do have
O,
loads of
butelka
dramamine,
magnezu.
magnesium and
O,
hypnotic.
cholera. Tutaj healing.
I don't really know what hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel that.
Dobra, dzięki, wiem o co chodzi. Kim
Saint Baptiste. Yeah, Saint Baptiste.
She is right. So
Dobra, tam chuj mnie to obchodzi w sumie.
a colorful display of the bottles wink at you in the light. There, in that dark green glass. All in vain.
Alkohol.
The great flowing river of warmth, wine,
To nie jest dobre miejsce dla naukowców na odwyku. Nie teraz. Nie. No. Not now. Dobra, idziemy stąd. Kupiłem sobie płaszczyk. Mogę chodzić jak król. Dobra, tutaj są ludzie. Tutaj, o. Sprawdźmy co tutaj. O, pieniądze. Hop. Tutaj co mamy?
a lorry stuck in the traffic.
Zajrzeć
The
przez
windows
okno.
are clear. They've been recently washed.
Czyste.
You can see
Okno.
a lorry.
Jakie
The
naklejki,
driver has
insygnia.
adorned his space with a
Dobra,
substantial
honor,
collection.
siła,
A large
czystość.
metal pendant hangs from. It is a seal of royalist era.
O, to pieczęć royalistów.
The back end of the cabin has a small
Okej.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia.
Nazistowskie
Not
nacjonalistyczne
unusual in
parafernie.
this part of town. This is our guy.
Okej.
Like
Się
Luke, yes.
potwierdziła.
This
Okej.
guy.
To dobrze, że zobaczyłem to zanim z nim pogadam. Więc mam zamiar z tym pogadać. Siema.
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up
Okay.
and stay frosty, everyone. You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Skąd ten
We
pomysł?
here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Dobrze, w takim razie.
Fighting for a cause here. Besides, we're not that good.
Okej.
It helps if
Blah,
people
blah,
see
blah,
us
blah.
talking, pops and strike breakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
A jakie
Rights of
sprawiają
people.
prałas.
His manner of speaking is wooden.
Jest pusty, bezbawiony werby. Nie wytworzył odpowiedzi ze stołu wyuczonych formułek.
Might be time. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand them. Right!
Dobra,
Maybe you should
pytania.
ask them. We have famine.
So do we, Scott.
Mów mi, mam. Tak się składa, że muszę porozmawiać z przewodniczącym związku, co to jest ten strajk. Kiedy są ci wszyscy
Honest men
łamcy?
and women with
Uczciwi
rights.
ludzie.
We came here.
I have a question. Why
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they
Co
work.
właściwie chcecie tu
We were
osiągnąć?
promised work.
Obiecono nam
We
pracę,
there,
byliśmy w środku
The
pracy,
bastards have
byliśmy...
shut the gates. Main gate's locked.
Jest
Take heavy
zamknięta,
ordnance to us.
okej.
And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean
Mówię o
head mess,
leżącym głowy ciachu, tak.
whatever he is. Huge Seminoles guy standing up there on
Olbrzymi
the overhead
senedycki
mast.
drybla
Won't let
stojący,
anyone by.
blokujący przejść. Nie
The
wiem,
access
przepójcie,
panel
zanim
is right
znajdzie się
behind
pan
it.
dostępowy.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers. Like civilized folk, you mean?
Jest same pojęty, nie wiedzą co to jest cywilizacja.
Place colonial reference there.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went on, at least for now. If
No! They will
Kończy
give
się
up
pyta,
eventually.
albo upi.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Skąd jest? Dobra.
What's it to you? Big mess caused by Union greed.
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter
Obieg
for
paranoi.
justice. He seems more
Tak, to już
brutal,
wiem, ale
cunning,
interesuje mnie twoje
and suspicious.
pytanie.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together.
Jest to
The
menedżer.
eminent domain, Jamro, backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncing. I know the drill.
Byłam
Worked
wielka.
at Terra.
Pretty okay as far as lies go.
Ale to niezłe jak na kłamstwo. Ja chyba tam byłem. Tak, z marszu to nie, ale mogę tam być. W życiu nie słyszałem. Czy ty kłamiesz?
We're done here. I have a strike to
No.
Right to work! Right to work! Sir! Things are busy enough. You're going to waste less of my time?
The
Może.
heart oozes stark skepticism.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. Why you want to meet that fat asshole? I know nothing about murder. Wouldn't put it past
Pozycji
me.
nic nie dziwił się, że z tym kredyt.
Right to work!
Dobra.
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Jasne.
We are not picking a side in pity.
Let us work! When a bunch of ungrateful beats me,
Dobra.
There's something odd in the way he
Każde
carries
ubranie jakoś
himself.
dziwnie
He sets a
niespójne,
plate
każdy
with
element
vague
stroju wyznaje się niedopasowane.
The different pieces
Co
of his
dokładnie
shirt is
znaczy?
far too small. And
Za małą koszulę i
unpleasant
nieprzyjemnie
While
przelegający na ciało
overalls,
podtrzymany
no,
płaskim
seems
kombinezem
to
wydaje się być
much more
skrojony dla o wiele mniej skrupulatnego.
He ignores your question. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Dobra, o, tu jest ktoś też. O, myśl jakaś.
A Stars Riker, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor car. Not many people outside.
A Stash Raiko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
No, only that the motor carriage is typically baby blue. The colors of Sigismund the Great, an ancient Zhimsk ruler. His banners were famously
An old case for my precinct. They said it was an honor.
Correction. 4,395. The fourth
W
largest
historii
public protest of
liczny
a criminal
protest
trial
przeciw
in
postępowaniu
Russia.
sądowego.
Is that so, officer? I'll take you
Czyżby,
at your word.
widzę. Ja nie zadziałałem. Ziemska
People we are
społeczność.
paid to protect. Let's
Dzięki
leave it
wyroku
4 years for
zrealizowany.
murder in reunion. The perps were
Mam
remorseful.
serenata na
They're
spotkanie
sorry.
za
The prisons
morderstwo.
in the greater Revachol Industrial Harbor are already full. Prisoners are
Kim
expensive
jest,
to
czy nasz
maintain.
wizyt?
Could it be another Stash Raiko murder? Honestly, that just doesn't seem like the type of vehicle or dedicated. Yes, detective? You sure you're not Jimsk?
Yes, you're sure you're not. Or if you are, it's only in that
W 25%. Dobra, co tutaj jeszcze mamy? A dobra, tu już byłem. Tam jest ten, dobra. Pogadajmy z tym.
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics. though.
Cuchnie polityką.
Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both them. Gotta be bloody stupid. Personally, I'd rather beg than scam. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something. We've explained the matters, but they don't listen.
Big guy. He means the leader of the scabs.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the
ciekawe.
NCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife? The little boy had a good on his promise. To get me into trouble.
Że sprowadził
To
mnie
sick
na
the
kowalce,
pigs
że
on
napuścinali
pardon the choice
świn.
of words.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor
Sądzę, że
situation.
przyjrzał się sprawie
Official
pancerza.
union probe, you know.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strap. So I went to this boy. He said he'd make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes, yeah. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about something.
Pijany z
What
MKC.
else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That would. I did some research into this armadura.
How
Okej.
does it come?
In parts. 4 in total. The
Fełd,
helmet
że
was the
fisz, że
first to
zdjął
go.
jego
McKinsey
może
tore it
wierzę.
off and kicked it into the sea. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the
Rękawicy
cuirass.
napierśnika.
This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all.
Elysium.
Forget about them. I did.
Nice and balanced. Some junior officers can take care of them.
Smart choice. It's only that good luck if you go for those boots, though. You have an easier time resting the spurs off a boyadero. It's a minor nuisance. It's all good. No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
Pokazanie mi drogi.
Oh. Good, good. What matters do you want to discuss with Everard?
A, okej.
Everard's got a lot of knowledge about a lot of things.
Się często dzieje się z tym
Doesn't often dole it out, though. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The path.
If it's so simple, why did this happen?
I walk right past Measurehead and go in.
O mi... Minęło, wejdzie się.
Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him, then press the button to unlock it, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Stop. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical, or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Rzeczywiście to jest całkowicie niewykonalne.
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven. Not yet, no. Sure. You know, serious business. I'm sure the big.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike too. Just can't bring the command structure and tell you now.
Wypowie ci wszystkiego teraz. Okej. Jest resta pancerza. Jakaś myśl. Drzwi otworzyć. No to jest z kimś pogadać, a może... Gadajmy z tym chłopem.
Nobody betrays you.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, I'm sandwiched. You have succumbed to us.
Przejął tą władzę Agul.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but yes,
Agul.
It means alcohol.
I doubt it. My microcephalic race, so
Są.
no, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4.
Does this remind you of someone?
Wyzwykłeś się na ten
The
gruby.
guy down there.
Look at my
Sam
country.
twoje czaszki jest
I
jeszcze.
am the pinnacle. You gave the world.
Jezus
You
Maria.
dominate will be superseded.
It is, baby, yeah.
There is a button right behind him.
Zanim nie ma na wyciągnięcie ręki, jest
It
życie.
must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
To nie zadziała. To też nie zadziała.
Enough with this begging. Bring your troops to the Seminole Islands, and the walls will be lined with bottles of al-Ghul.
There may be a peaceful solution to
Pokojowe
this.
rozwiązanie tej sytuacji mogli zinternalizować teorię rasy i nowego znowu być wtedy z jednego
He
strony.
would take you as one of his own. The best idea.
Najlepszy pomysł.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop showing me your protection.
He had nothing to do with it.
97%, no kurwa, proszę cię.
Ask what kind of races there are first.
Do you?
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then to you. He lets out an audible sigh.
You are obviously a liberal.
Just leave
A polycultural.
Polikulturalista.
I can. There are 3 categories.
Heroiczne i służebne.
The heroic races.
Jest całe
The
do
servile
pewnych.
races. Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding
Żaden
the
z nich nie
Maun.
toleruje lektorzy.
The Maun are with
Rozolitych.
a receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal, you know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese.
Mahul is a derivative
Dobra,
term for
dziwne
first world.
określenie mieszkańców pierwszego świata pochodzącego
They
Lwackiego.
do not all have eczema. Also, people of Katla, you're welcome.
The Maun are
Nie ma za
rude
co.
that you can have too much.
Colorful tassels are, let's
Nie
be
ukrywajmy,
honest,
kiepskie
not a
elementy
good
ubrania.
historical choice for this century. You might want to avoid wooden.
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper
Messeńczycy.
and Messina. The other large mondial civilization. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is as proven by the Maun.
Jak
in the
dowiedzą
West.
przypadkiem
Occidental
małych dysków.
type A is in retrograde. The Simonese and the Areopagite are on the ascent.
Przyjmuj dalej
The
mądrość.
Areopagites are sleek, long,
Przyjmuj dalej mądrość.
Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite superae. Type B are the unheroic races.
The Khoikhos of Grad, Yugo, Zhimsk, Shest et al. are what you would call white officer in a suspect description.
To an untrained eye, the Khoiko would be pinkness is a racia. The Khoiko, the count.
Wouldn't he be one for
Nie
ethnostat?
powinienem być zwolennikiem etnopaństwa.
They are microscopic. The Semeno-Areopagite superstate, its leaders will be the genetic
To jest silny
epitome of
stosunek.
the Simonese.
Okej.
The Revacholians,
Revacholians,
halfway
Revacholians.
between type A and the
Jezus
racial
Maria.
Kolbra.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
The revolution came to Ravachol from the revolution enough of Tibet mediocrity.
Okej, C, E do E.
A museum.
Super.
Chimeric experiment. Lesser races. The mesquite.
It seems unlikely that two
To
human
potomstwo wielkich ludzi mogło być
sterile
genetyczne.
offspring.
Nie wiem, czy jest sens go pytać. Czy
Then
jeszcze?
there is the Simino Koiki.
Jesteś pewien, że chcesz wiedzieć?
Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki cat? That is understandable. Were there more fortunate types? You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma,
Czym jest
you
rasowa
have to
enigma,
first
niestety?
ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let
Za
alone you
akcent.
need to internalize what you have heard here today. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to
Znokautuj go.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper. Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed. Of course you are, Levasholian man. Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your... Stop explaining yourself. No one cares about your beliefs. The conversation has moved on. Tell me, what degenerate subculture has made you dress in this shameful way?
Rozwinąłeś się pewnie dzięki disco.
Of course it does. You are a I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Semines race. What you need is to come to terms with extinction. Never get into this harm.
I think this racist is better than the last.
That will be the...
To będzie... Zawsze.
Race is reality.
Co znaczy te tatuaże.
Racists are generally not very...
Welcome to Revachol. He must think redheads are...
Ludzi to
I
inne.
am...
The drawings are precise and look true
Rysunki są
to their
dokładne i starają się
pseudo-scientific
wiernie
ambitions.
odzwierciedlać jego
One thing,
naukowe ambicje.
it is not entirely
Jest
free
całkowicie
from
wolna od
the
elementów niepożądanych.
His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be small.
The size of the earlobes is not a real cranium.
Your earlobes are flawless.
Yes.
That atavistic stigmata makes
Babe, thanks. But I got this.
Daj go.
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last.
Cholera.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
Okej.
Find out for yourself.
Interesting.
Odjechany
There
klasy.
is nothing fun. I cannot possibly imagine what else.
Dobra, o, skończyłem myśl 15 i do szczep.
Because
Premia
there
to jest
was
10
the
centów za każdą
15th
kliknąłem
image
zieloną
was
kulkę.
comprised of 8
Limit
kids
nauki
from Forward
zwiększony
and
na
North
6.
General.
Dobra, muszę zaawansowaną teorię rasy sobie przemyśleć. Powinienem za to chyba minus dostać. Tak, dramaturgia -1, no szukany przez absurd. Ta, nie dziwię się. Dobra, jak to ogarnę, to będę w stanie pewnie to przejść. No dobra. Ale w tym odcinku to tyle. Widzimy się w kolejnym, na razie.